Morning. Is this on? This is barely on. It sounds very soft. So we're not going to do Sounds of Nature today because they're all Sounds of Nature are outside. But, and I think we're going to, instead of a hymn sing, we're going to try to teach you guys a little bit of a couple songs that we want you to help the community church singers sing along with them during the service. So the first one is called Easy on the Earth. If you look on the musical presentation, in your order of service, there's some words. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember this place is for your sons and daughters. So we're going to sing that through a couple times and kind of teach it to you so that when we sing in the service, you'll feel more comfortable singing along. Okay? So come on up, guys.
Lightly on the water, remember this place is for your sons and daughters. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water, remember who this place is for.
Easy on the
earth, lightly on the water, remember this place is for your sons and daughters. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water, remember who this place is for.
It's in your order of service. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water, remember this place is for your sons and daughters. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water, remember who this place is for. Let's do it one more time. I'll try to sing along. Easy on the earth. Easy on the earth,
lightly on the water, remember this place is for your sons and daughters. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water, remember who this place is for.
So when we get to the part of the service, you can help with that one. And the other one later on at the offertory is This Pretty Planet, which I think a lot of you know, but let's sing through that melody a couple times too. It's This Pretty Planet, and then we're going to try to do it as a 3-part round. So I want you to sing out.
This pretty planet, spinning through space, your garden, your harbor, your holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around. All through the night, safe till the morning light. This pretty planet, spinning through space, your garden, your harbor, your holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around. All through the night, safe till the morning light.
We light this I'm sorry.
Good morning now.
Good morning. Welcome to the Community Church of Chapel Hill, Unitarian Universalist. I am Sienna Butler, a member of Worship Associates Ministry. I especially want to welcome any visitors or newcomers to our church. and call your attention to the special note for you, welcome guests and newcomers. I would also like to welcome those of you attending online. Lyrics to hymns may be found on the live stream screen, and a complete order of service is available on the link to the Sunday email and on the church website. Freely we have received gifts that minister. Sorry. I don't know.
So,
Okay.
let's see here. All right. I think we should just announce we're going to have a share the plate this
Okay.
morning.
We're going to have a share the plate this morning for the Dogwood Alliance from Laura Gilliam and Nat Barron. Our opening? Okay.
Ding dong.
Hello.
Hi, could I have just 2 minutes of your time to discuss some of the issues surrounding the biomass industry?
The what?
The biomass or wood pellet industry. It involves burning wood for energy production. While it might sound eco-friendly, it's actually causing a lot of problems.
Really? I always thought burning wood was more sustainable than fossil fuels.
That's a common misconception. While trees do naturally absorb carbon dioxide, when they're cut down and burned for biomass energy, they release that carbon back into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. It's actually worse per unit of energy than burning coal. Plus, the scale of logging for biomass is often unsustainable, leading to deforestation, habitat destruction, and of course, pollution.
I had no idea, but isn't biomass supposed to be renewable?
Well, it's true that trees can be replanted, but it takes decades for new trees to grow and capture the same amount of carbon that's released when they're burned. In the meantime, we're losing vital forest ecosystems right here in North Carolina that support biodiversity and help mitigate climate change.
That sounds really concerning. And I suppose you're going to tell me these wood pellet plants are in the poorest neighborhoods too?
How did you know?
Just a hunch. Anyway, your 2 minutes are almost up. What can I do to help address these problems?
I'm so glad you asked. We're doing a Share the Plate today for Dogwood Alliance, a nonprofit dedicated to protecting our southern forests. You can give generously, and you can go to the table in the community building during coffee hour to learn more.
Please open your hymnals to 1,000 Breaths in your blue hymnal. 1001.
I invite you to please rise in body or in spirit as we sing together. us after you.
Good morning. I'm Kat Good, and this morning I want to talk to you about interdependence, which is our theme that we are exploring in RE this month. And our words about interdependence come from Thich Nhat Hanh on writings on interbeing. So let's hear them now. If you are a poet, you will clearly see that there is a cloud floating in this sheet of paper. Without the cloud, there would be no rain. Without the rain, the trees cannot grow. And without trees, we cannot make paper. You see, the cloud is essential for the paper to exist. If the cloud is not here, this sheet of paper cannot be here either. So we can say that the cloud and the paper inter-are. Interbeing is a word that is not in the dictionary yet. But if we combine the prefix inter with the verb to be, we have a new verb, interbe. And if we look into this sheet of paper even more deeply, we can see the sunshine in it. If the sunshine is not there, the forest cannot grow. In fact, nothing can grow. Even we cannot grow without sunshine. And so we know that the sunshine is also in this sheet of paper. The sunshine and the paper inter-are. And if we continue to look, we can see the logger who cut the tree and brought it to the mill to be transformed into paper. And we can see the wheat. We know that the logger cannot exist without their daily bread, and therefore the wheat that became the bread is also in this sheet of paper. And the logger's parents, too. Or their love, anyway. We're running out of space. When we look at it this way, we can see that without all of these things, this sheet of paper cannot exist. Looking even more deeply, we can see that we are in it too. It's not difficult to see because when we look at a sheet of paper, the sheet of paper is part of our perception. Your mind is in here, and my mind is also. So we can say that everything is in here with this sheet of paper. You cannot point to one thing that is not in here. Time, space, the earth, the rain, the minerals in the soil, the sunshine, the cloud, the river, the heat. Everything coexists within this sheet of paper. To be is to interbe. You cannot just be by yourself alone. You have to interbe with every other thing. This sheet of paper is because everything else is.
Now we are going to light the chalice. Because there's not the lighting the chalice, I'm going to teach you. So, we light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the church of the open mind, the loving heart, and this is the church of the helping hands.
So we're going to do that all together.
This chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is the church of the happy mind. This is the church of the loving heart. And this is church of the helping hands.
This way you get to help us by singing along, like we did at the rehearsal for the gathering music. Easy on the earth.
Easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember this place is for your sons and daughters. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember who this place is for.
Easy on the earth,
Easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember this place is for your sons and daughters. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember who this place is for.
Yeah, get your kids to a garden. With the garden they'll grow and they'll learn to go easy. They'll learn to live slow. Get your kids to a garden. With the garden they'll grow and they'll learn to go easy. Yeah.
easy on the
Easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember this place is for your sons and daughters. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember who this place is for.
And get your kids to a river. With the river they'll flow. It'll teach them how to paddle. It'll teach them how to row. Get your kids to a river. With the river they'll flow. It'll take them where they need to go. I'm going
Easy, easy, I'm going easy, yeah. I'm going easy, easy, I'm going easy, yeah. I'm going easy, easy, I'm going easy, yeah. I'm going easy, easy, I'm going easy, yeah.
let them
See their reflection wherever they go. In the rain, water, flood, water, sleet, sail, snow. Let them see their reflection wherever they go.
easy on the earth,
Easy on the earth, lightly on the waters. Remember this place is for your sons and daughters. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember who this place is for.
easy on the
Easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember this place is for your sons and daughters. Easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember who this place is for.
I'm a go easy, 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 yeah. Easy, 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 yeah.
Easy, 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 yeah. Easy, 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 yeah. Easy, 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 yeah. Easy, 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 yeah. Easy, 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 yeah. Easy, 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 yeah. I'm going easy on the earth, lightly on the water. Remember this place is for your sons and daughters. Easy
Well, welcome to our 9:30 service. Usually on Earth Day, we try to do the first service down at Memorial Rock outside Amphitheater in the woods, except the weather outside is kind of gross this morning, and I don't think it would be very conducive to having a great experience. So the order of service is kind of, that you have here, the 9:30 order of service is an outside order of service, and so there's things that we're going to put in, like we don't light a chalice out there because usually the wind just blows it out, and we don't have a gong to ring, and we don't have an extinguishing the chalice, but we're going to be adding some elements in, so bear with us. Kat's reflection on interbeing reminded me on how oftentimes the birds come to talk with me. Do the birds come to talk with you? Yesterday I was here up at the church and I was working on some of the programs this weekend, and I looked out the window, and right there in a low bush was a catbird. Catbirds are very good talkers, and so what I do when I see a bird sometimes out my window is I actually will go outside and I will ask the bird if the bird would like to have a conversation. And so I opened the door and approached the catbird maybe 10 feet away, and I said, "Catbird, would you like to have, did you come with something to say to me? Do you want to have a conversation?" And the catbird actually started chirping at me. And so I chirped back a little bit and talked a little bit, and we had a very nice conversation. And then I went back inside and looked up a minute later, and there was a crow outside. Crows are also really good talkers. And I opened the door and went outside, and the crow was hopping right in the courtyard, and I said to the crow, "Crow, would you like to have a conversation?" And the crow just hopped away. So that crow did not want to talk to me. But since I was outside, I began to look around and investigate the courtyard out there and the flowers, and to see what's coming up and to notice what's emerging. I saw the lantana has got its first green shoots of the year, which is always lovely to see. And the columbine are really in bloom right now. And there's a place, I don't know if you noticed this, there's a place in the grasses where last year a squash plant managed to sort of plant itself in our courtyard. And I wanted to see if it would be coming back, and I didn't see it, but I'm going to keep looking for it. This morning, I want to talk a little bit about awe and our experience of awe. I want to talk about big awe, I want to talk about little awe, and I want to talk about how awe changes and transforms us. So what is awe? In Unitarian Universalism, we talk about, and this is big fancy words, direct experiences of transcending mystery and wonder affirmed in all cultures, which moves us to a renewal of the spirit. And what that means is that awe, our experience of awe, is an experience that is amazing. We find amazement. It takes our breath away. It compels us to move towards it. And it asks us to change in some ways. There's lots of things in the world that can fill us with awe. Beautiful piece of music, a work of art, a graceful dancer dancing, a graceful athlete doing athlete things. Even another person's kindness can fill us with awe. But today, since today is about the day before Earth Day, we're going to be talking about the awe we find in the natural world. And so I want to talk about some of the different ways to find awe in the natural world. I want to talk first about big awe. Has anyone ever had an experience of something in nature that just is so overwhelming that it makes you say a great big wow? I'm gonna give you some examples, and then I'm gonna ask you for some examples. So one is seeing the Grand Canyon. That's a big awe. Has anyone ever seen the Grand Canyon? A few people here. Or I think of another thing, like Niagara Falls. Has anyone ever seen Niagara Falls with all that water? Does Niagara Falls fill you with a big awe? And then one more, has anyone ever seen a giant redwood tree? Giant redwood tree, it's so big that if you took all of the people in your class in school and had them all make a biggest circle that they could make hand to hand, as stretched out as they could, the biggest redwood trees are so big that your entire class in school can't even fit around. What a big tree. Are there any other things that have given you big awe? Scott? The total solar, oh, look at that. Did you see it this year? Oh, wow. I didn't see it, so I didn't put it down there. Total solar eclipse, that is a big awe. Anybody else have a big awe? We've already called on the Provan family once, so they're cut out. I see, Susan. Climbing down into the Grand Canyon, yeah, even seeing it up close. Anybody else? I'm gonna get a call on a child here. Miranda. Seeing the Statue of Liberty, that's a big, yeah, that's a human-made awe, but yeah, the things that human beings make can be awe also. And we've got one more, I see, Laura. Snorkeling with sea turtles. That is a great one. I think there's one family here that I knew went and snorkeled with whale sharks. And I was going to ask them, and maybe they'll be at the second service, and I'll ask them for their big awe. But yeah, that is to be there and to see those giant sea turtles swim by. Oh, one more, this is too fun. Becky, yeah. Watching puppies be born. Absolutely. So those are the big things, but then there's also small awes, right? There are small things that we can see that also give us that sense of awe. And so some of the things that give me a sense of awe are seeing a flower and seeing all of its very delicate parts and small parts, a butterfly, and seeing a butterfly, stick into and sip nectar from a flower, so delicate, a seed, or a piece of fruit, and noticing the complexity of a piece of fruit, or even seeing a pretty stone, and with all of the different complexity. Are there things that you see that give you, or even out in our courtyard, I see a lot of small awe out there. Are there small awe things that you look at and wonder about? Yeah, Marion? Roly-polies. Absolutely, yeah. We're going to do Jane. Yep. A spider building a web. Yeah, what is your small awe? Yeah. Ah, sunlight. Oh, sunrise. I got to shout it out. Yeah. I need to work on my hearing up here. Yeah, we got one more. Yeah, Al. Jack in the pulpit. Yes. Not minister in the pulpit. That doesn't fill anyone with a sense of awe. So there's also this awe, I think big awe and small awe can change us, that when we pay attention to these things that give us a sense of wonder and amazement and curiosity, we are actually drawn to them, and we're actually drawn to care about them and to care about big things like trees and canyons and waterfalls and rivers and oceans, but also to care about small things, to care about the insects in our yard, the health of living creatures. And awe gives us a sense of wanting to care, of seeing how much our own lives are connected with the lives. And so we're going to talk today about noticing and paying attention. But before we do that, we are going to sing. And it's called the Sung Meditation, but it really is one of my favorite songs about awe in our hymnal. It's not 1363, it's 363, 363 in your gray hymnal. And we're going to rise and we're going to sing it probably, let's sing it 3 times through.
Good morning. So, our word for the month in religious education and children's ministry is interdependence. And interdependence is a very important spiritual idea. It's very important in Unitarian Universalism. We have a saying in Unitarian Universalism which is, there is an interdependent web of all existence, and we are a part of it. Which is amazing, and we've been talking about that today, about the way we are in interbeing with everything that is, about nature. It's a cool idea. We learn about it in science, we learn about ecology, and if it's only in your head and you think it's a good idea, you have not gotten to a spiritual place yet. We have this idea in Unitarian Universalism about the web of existence, which is a metaphor. And it conveys to us, when you think of a spider's web, any part of it, if you touch any part of it, the whole thing shakes. You can feel it everywhere. And interdependence means that we are connected to every single thing that is. And that's a very big idea. And I wanted to introduce to you something that can get this idea, which is a really cool idea, into your body and into your heart. And part of the reason is in our culture, we say that we believe that everything is interdependent, but we don't act that way. And in our culture, we often say, nature is a thing, it's other, it's separate from us, and we don't actually deeply believe that we are a part of nature, that we are nature, and that nature is us. So the practice that we do in religious education is called sit spots, and lots of people do this. How many people have ever done sit spots? So a sit spot is when you choose a place in your yard or in a place that you can get to very easily, like if you have a really kind of wild place at the end of your street. You find a place that you can sit. And sometimes it takes a while to find the right sit spot. Sometimes you think, oh, this is going to be my sit spot, and then it turns out that it's not comfortable. or it's not easy. But once you find it, then you go to this place and you sit. And you go as often as you can. The more often you go, the more powerful it is. Like you could go once a week, once a day, every Saturday, something like that. And you sit in the spot. And the question is, well, how long do you sit? Well, that sort of depends. For a long time, I sat for 11 minutes. Very specific. I think 4 is a good start. But I've done it for as long as 45 minutes. And we don't actually have much experience of just being quiet in a place, just sitting. And you think, I don't know if I could stand to sit for 4 minutes. 4 minutes is a long time. So we do this in religious education out at the amphitheater, at the Memorial Rock area, because there's so much beautiful, quiet places. And what we do, even though there might be 20 of us out there, is you just choose a place where you can't see anyone else. So even if there are a lot of people around, you just turn yourself away from them. And then you sit there. So what do you do once you finally find your spot and you keep going to it? You do a practice that is called beholding. Beholding is a deep noticing, a quiet attention, a deep gratitude, and also an imaginative curiosity. When you sit, you look carefully, you use all 5 of your senses. You feel, you smell. Probably tasting is not always a safe thing to do. And you just notice with all of your senses. And you can start by, if you go often, you can look at, first you can start by looking everything that's little. Like you can lie on the ground and look at the ants. Or you could say, today I'm only going to look at the canopy. And you look up and you see the canopy of the trees. Sometimes you can say, I am only going to listen. I'm going to close my eyes and just listen to all the things I can hear. Or I'm going to close my eyes and breathe in and see what things I can smell. So beholding moves us from a place of saying nature is other, away, different from us. It's a way of developing a relationship with the web of existence. And if you keep practicing it, you begin to feel a deep kinship with the world in a way that you never have before. It's like when Thom was talking about talking to the birds. Ever since I started doing sit spots, instead of saying that's a bird, I say hello bird, which is a very different way of relating to the world. It's like the world, the nature, the existence is my kin. And that's a way of moving the idea of everything being connected from our minds, like it's a cool idea, to our hearts, to our bodies, to a sense of relationship. And so a practice of beholding can develop this sense of relationship with the earth, which will change your heart. And it will add it will make your family wider in a way. And I just wanted to say one thing about imaginative questions. It is very easy when you are in nature to say, is that a robin or is that a cardinal? Should I call it a roly-poly or a pillbug or a sowbug, right? These are questions of fact, things that you can look up on the internet. And a creative, imaginative curiosity about the natural world is when you look at something, you think, if you look at the bird, you think, I wonder what it feels like in their feathers. I wonder what it was like when they were a baby. Things you can't answer, but engage you in a sense of wonder and of awe and of gratitude and of connection. So it says sit spots in the program, and you may be thinking, it's kind of wet out there, and we don't really have time to find the perfect spot and to sit for 11 minutes. And so we are not going to do sit spots today, although I highly recommend this as an activity for your soul. But what we're going to do today is a beholding meditation. And there are several options. One is if you are sitting on the center aisle, and don't do this yet, but if you're sitting on the center aisle, under there is a little basket, and in that basket are items from the natural world, and you can pass them down and people can take an item from the natural world. Now, in the past, we have said, take your item with you, but we can't do that today because we have a second service. So please return the natural item. So pick a natural item. That's one option. Another option is to look out these amazing windows and to look at the canopy and to look at the sky. And I was just exploring with my eyes earlier about other natural things in here besides us, because we are obviously natural. There are these pussy willows. There's this beautiful arrangement of flowers. You can choose something to behold. It can either be through the windows, up front, in your hand. So that's one set of options. The other options that I would like to offer you is that you can do it from your spot that you're sitting. But Kat is going to roll out our lily pad conveyor. And the lily pads are little circular, colorful bits of carpet, which if you have, flexible knees and would like to actually sit on the ground, you have the option of that. So what I would like you to do is we're going to take some quiet time to behold. And I would love for you to choose something and behold it and to have that curiosity and to really observe and to feel, probably not to taste, these items. And I would also like you to try this experience of curious imagining. And then after that, we're going to share with somebody who's sitting near to us, somebody that we don't know, somebody that we do know. Because what we have found about the experience of awe is that if you share with someone else, it enhances your experience and adds to your connection to the natural world. And you could even see when Thom started to ask us experiences of big and small awe that we had, we were like, please, please, call on me. I want to tell you, because it's a natural human impulse to share. So now you choose your options of your natural item. You can reach out and pass it, or if you don't want to and you just want to look at the sky, and we'll take some quiet time together to behold the natural world. you can see how when you take the time to behold time, you could do it for a really long time. Now I would like you to find someone to share with. It can be somebody sitting right next to you, or if you see someone a little farther away that you would like to talk to, that is also okay. And I would like you to share some of the things that you noticed in your beholding, and if any imaginative curiosity came to you, if you could share your questions as well. Hello, hello, the sea is calling. And we're ready to move on to the next thing.
Freely have we received gifts that minister to our needs of body and spirit. Gladly we bring to our church, its widest concerns, a portion of this bounty. If you wish to donate online, the information is on the church's website.
Remember, we practiced this beforehand. We're going to do it twice together, and then they'll come down and lead you in 3 groups to do this pretty planet. Maybe there's so few people in this far right group, we'd like group 1 will be here, group 2, and then group 3 will be this whole side to my right. How's that? Okay.
On the far left, I feel most comfortable.
We're doing the order of service under the offertory.
Your
sing the last line, sing.
We are going to go right into our closing hymn this morning. So it's one of my favorites and appropriate for Earth Day. It's number 1064, Blue Boat Home, and I invite you to rise in body or in spirit as we sing together.
And now for extinguishing the chalice. If you have it memorized, you can say it. If not, in the black hymnal, there is on 456. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Now for our closing song.
So for this, we're going to sing Shalom. If you would like to, you can hold hands with the person next to you, or you can cross your hands over your heart if you do not wish to hold hands. Let us sing.